Alright, so Link's now going to exit out of the pipe, and by exiting out of the pipe, we can begin setting up the entrance animation transfer glitch that we do here in the Ancient Cistern. So the first thing you need to know about this is, for the clip here to work, ever since you entered the Ancient Cistern, you must not have triggered an autosave at a statue anywhere in the dungeon, right? If that has happened, then you need to exit out of the Ancient Cistern, re-enter, not trigger any autosaves, and then go through the basement tunnel one more time and get thrown back out here, like if you want to practice this. So first you want to, spin in the water up onto this lily pad, just like this. Roll across and then spin up onto this one. There's a statue over here on the left, which you want to stay far enough away from to not trigger an autosave, because again, you do not want to trigger any autosaves before the autosave that we're going to intentionally set up for this trick to work. If you do happen to accidentally trigger an autosave right here, what you can do is you can just quit out of the game, reload the autosave, and then keep on going. This glitch will still work if you autosave, but only if you reload your autosave back into the dungeon, right? So if you get an autosave and then keep going expecting the glitch to work, it's not going to work. And this is specifically just for statue autosaves. This doesn't matter for, autosaves going in and out of the basement. So we spin move up onto this lily pad here. Make sure we stay to the right, and then use the whip to bring down this lever over here. Making sure to hug the right wall right here as Link is going to run through. And then we want to swim back to the entrance of the Ancient Cistern to actually get to the autosave that we want to intentionally trigger. If you have more than 2 hearts right here, you'll want to damage down using an empty air meter, because you are going to be dying twice coming up here. Now, up here, we're going to be getting an autosave at the entrance statue in a very specific spot. I guess the spot's not particularly specific, but the fastest way to get the desirable position is to run around here, hug this wall, and enter into the autosave space as close to this wall as possible, right? Because positioning for this clip matters. You want to be all the way up against this wall when you trigger the autosave, right? So, not right here, all the way up against the wall. Otherwise, this clip is probably not going to work properly for you. So we run over to the wall. The autosave begins just right here, as you can see in the bottom right. I accidentally run off the wall here, but that's not important. Don't worry about that. And then, once you trigger that autosave, you want to bomb yourself into the water so that you can trigger a game over and quit back out to the title screen. This is just faster than, manually quitting out of the game and opening it back up to select the autosave. So, this is what you want to do. Make sure you actually select the autosave, which is the top blue-green file, and reload that. And then, once again, you're just going to die again. Dying into the water is faster than dying on land, which is why we run over here to do that. And then from here, if you set up your position correctly and you press continue, and you didn't accidentally autosave beforehand, Link will be clipped out of bounds in the water right here. Now, if Link is, outside this wall, that means that you did not set up your positioning for the autosave correctly. So, if you spawn outside here and Link is just in the water but still pushed out the wall, that's the mistake that you made. And once Link spawns in here, you also want to make sure that you immediately hold the A button to go into his swimming animation, right? Otherwise, Link is going to pop up onto this floor right here after about a second or so, and you definitely do not want that, because then you will not be out of bounds anymore. So make sure that you, hold the A button before Link loads in so that you can immediately enter the swimming animation. Once this happens, you want to tilt down and left and begin spin moving downwards. There's a piece of collision right here that kind of follows this line that you want to get under, so make sure you're far enough to the left of this visible texture right here so that you can properly get out of bounds. It's easiest and safest to get out of bounds on the floor here because the water does not quite extend to this floor, so then you can just get out of bounds like that. You want to run on the outside of this visible texture because there's a very slight piece of floor collision that juts out conveniently that we can run around here. And that's just about the hardest part of the out-of-bounds movement. Now you just want to go around the floor a little more and get behind this wall right here. Because basically what we're going to do is we're going to go into the water and we're going to spin move up into the loading zone for the white rope. If you want to be safe, you can jump to the white rope and then climb it up into the loading zone, but that's kind of slow. So ideally, you'll come over this way, and you'll swim upwards into the loading zone just like this. A little hard to see, unfortunately, because that wall tends to get in the way, but you can just aim for, like, you know, this lily pad for where to position Link, and then spin move over there, and that's how you can hit the loading zone.